Hey guys, it's me again, back to discuss another award season. In this video, I'm going to be giving my predictions for the 77th Golden Globe Awards, which are actually on tomorrow. I was going to post this video earlier, but I've been busy working on a YouTube channel with a few friends of mine, and as you can tell, my voice is not well. I've been sick this weekend, but I'm going to give you my quick predictions and let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win and whether or not you agree with my predictions or not. Best Motion Picture Drama. I was going to say The Irishman was going to win this because it is the second most nominated film, but I found out from research that no Martin Scorsese crime film has ever won the Golden Globe. He has won director for The Departed and Gangs of New York, but for some reason those films did not win the Golden Globe. His only Golden Globe winning picture was The Aviator. So probably not The Irishman. Marriage Story could get it. The thing is though, is Marriage Story is not nominated for director, and it is very rare for a film at the Globes to win Best Drama without a director nomination. The only two I could think of that have pulled it off were Bohemian Rhapsody last year and Scent of a Woman back in 1992. Then there's Joker, which I wouldn't give it to Joker, but Joker was a huge hit at the box office, and it gives the Golden Globes a chance to award something that was A, popular, and B, touched on some hot button issues like mental illness and violence. But I'm going to say Marriage Story is winning the Best Drama Golden Globe. Best Motion Picture, Comedy or Musical. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's the only film in the lineup that has directing and writing nominations. If there was a surprise, maybe Jojo Rabbit. Yes, it's only got 2 nominations for picture and actor, but it is the only other nominee in this lineup that feels like it could get nominated for Best Picture at the Golden Globes. I mean, at the Oscars, but I say it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Best Director. I am picking Bong Joon-ho for Parasite because he has been sweeping the Critics Awards. Yes, Martin Scorsese could win it, but I think it would be very Golden Globes for Bong Joon-ho to win because they give this Golden Globe to a lot of foreign films like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Roma, The Diving Bell, and The Butterfly. So yeah, I think Bong Joon-ho will win this. Best Actor in a Drama. My personal pick is Adam Driver for Marriage Story, but I think they're going to go with the much more flashy Joaquin Phoenix in Joker because they're going to want to give Joker something. And so, and Joaquin, this has been his comeback decade. You know, they nominated him for Master, Inherent Vice, and Her. And I think the success that Joker's having, this is where they are going to award Joaquin, even though he's already won for Walk the Line back in 2005. I say he's going to win for Joker. Adam will win SAG, but hopefully he might win the Oscar too. Best Actress in a Drama. I am picking Renee Zellweger for Judy because even though she is the only nomination for Judy, it was a big comeback performance for Renee. Potentially, if there was a spoiler, maybe Scarlett Johansson for Marriage Story. It's her 5th nomination. She has not won, and Renee has won 3 Golden Globes already, but I don't know. I feel like Renee is the flashier performance, and it's a very popular story, Judy Garland, and so I think it's going to be Renee. Best Actor in a Comedy Musical. It's between Leonardo DiCaprio from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Taron Egerton in Rocketman. I want to say Taron will win, but the thing is, Leo winning this category would be like when he won back in 2013 for The Wolf of Wall Street, when I don't think people were predicting him that year. I think they were predicting maybe Bruce Dern, but Rocketman came out so early in March, I think, and it did well at the box office. It wasn't a huge hit. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's got broad support, and I think Rocketman will get rewarded at the Globes in another category. I am reluctantly going to say that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to win his 4th Golden Globe for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, because they got to give the movie something in order for it to win Best Motion Picture Comedy or Musical. Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy or Musical, Awkwafina. She is the only one of these 5 actresses who looks like she could become an Oscar nominee. She won the Gotham Award, and if there was a spoiler, I guess maybe Ana de Armas for Knives Out, which has been doing very well at the box office, but nah, I think this is going to be Awkwafina's to win. Best Supporting Actor, even though, alright, you have Brad Pitt and Joe Pesci, who have been sweeping the Critics Award. However, I'm leaving Joe Pesci out because his performance, while fantastic, it's a very restrained, quiet performance, and the Globes never usually award that type of acting. We've seen it happen all the time. And then there's Brad Pitt, which is he's not so flashy in that film, but he does have some moments. People love Cliff Booth in that movie. He was a Halloween costume, and he does get some flashy moments, like when he fights the Manson murderers. So I'm going to pick Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Supporting Actress. I think Laura Dern will win the Oscar, but at the Golden Globes, I think this is going to be for Jennifer Lopez. To me, she is going to be this year's Eddie Murphy and Mickey Rourke and Bill Murray, where it's an industry veteran who's been a fan favorite for a long time, and she'll probably win the Globe. She'll get nominated for the Oscar, but she won't win the Oscar. But J-Lo will probably win Supporting Actress at the Globes. So, yeah, I'm picking J-Lo. Best Original Screenplay, I am going to pick Noah Baumbach for Marriage Story. Probably as a way to make up for him not getting nominated for Director. But everyone is talking about what a great script Marriage Story is. So I'm going to give it to, Marriage Story. Best Foreign Film, it's Parasite. I mean, it's the only film in this category that got nominated for Director and Screenplay. So it's a no-brainer. Best Song, I have listened to all 5 songs. There's no consensus for who will win. So I'm going to go off on a gut. I am picking I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocketman, because if they're not going to give Taron Egerton Best Actor, then they might give Best Song to Rocketman. And also, it's a way for them to award Elton John, who is credited for the song, and Bernie Taupin. So it'll be Rocketman for this win. Best Original Score, I was going to pick Thomas Newman for 1917, but then I did my research. War films rarely win Best Score at the Golden Globes. The only one I could find that has won in the past was Atonement back in 2007, if you want to call that a war film. I was then going to pick Alexandre Desplat for Little Women, until I found out Alexandre Desplat has a Globe for Shape of Water. Then you have Randy Newman for Marriage Story, and he has never won a Golden Globe. So on that basis, I am going to pick Randy Newman for Marriage Story.